What is this place?
Look! Over there! Looks like there's no backing out now.
Ah, the old roaring beast welcome, eh? No class.
Look sharp, everyone!
Roll on roll. Bring out the red carpet?
Yeah, some hospitality.
Can we all concentrate on fighting this thing?
Look sharp!
You're finished!
Radiant flush! One here! I'm out of ammo!
Double demon hit! Aim for the weak spot!
Mega ray! Look sharp!
Double demon bang!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it. Shining Turtle! Light activation! Reload!
I'm not done!
What? Going in! That's it!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Here I come!
One more! Appreciate that! This one's mine!
Try harder! My turn! You're mine!
An astral art?
That's my shield!
Shut him down.
Dragon form!
I'm out of ammo!
Strike! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Dragon swirl!
Raging cascade! Back into the fray! Sleep now! Annihilate!
Piercing
I'll
You're
finish
mine!
this one!
You're finished!
Astral energy!
Shattering the pieces! Attack
Sleep
time!
now! Here, let me help! I'll be saving this! I owe you one for that! Light astral
You're mine!
energy! More where
You're
that came
finished!
from! Into the shadow! Seal!
No further.
Radiant
Double
here!
demon fang!
Going in! I'll heal you all!
Double
Healing
demon
circle!
fang!
Walk out the door! Mega ray! Seal! Annihilation!
Take this!
This one is mine!
Take Roller Blade!
Tiger blade! I'll pick you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Here, let me
Double
help.
demon fang!
First aid!
I owe you
This
one.
one's mine!
Double demon fang!
This one's mine!
Double demon fang!
Not on my watch! An outstanding effect! Lightning orb! More with that Tiger blade! Will this help?
Double demon fang!
Dance in the wind!
Shattering of
Healing
pieces!
circle!
Attack time!
More
Take
for the
this.
stockpile!
Roller Blade!
One more! Tiger blade! More with that hit from!
Here, they're all
Now!
Shield.
Mega ray! This one's got your name on it!
action to action.
Look sharp! Shield! Fire shield! Go down! Raging cat! There's something in the tower!
Hey! We didn't ask for a replacement!
Mega ray!
Here's it.
Annihilate! Ready! Mega ray! Annihilation! Dance to the wall! In here! I'll be
Double demon fang!
Magic is there! Crossblade!
Double demon fang!
Leave me all alone here.
Double demon fang!
Proton blast! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Seal!
Shattering of pieces! Attack time! Dragon form!
More with that
let my guard down.
Light activation cascade! Mega ray! Threat! Confiscated!
Strike!
Eat
Dragon
raging
form!
cascade!
Strike!
I'll bring you back
Roller
from
blade.
this abyss! I can do this all day! Resuscitation! Seal! Here, let me help. First
I
aid!
owe you one.
Going in! Down! Can't be happening!
Demon! Stay away from my friend!
More with that! What was I thinking?
Double demon fang!
Nothing. Here, let me help. The stockpile. First aid.
Here I come!
I'll bring you
You're
back
finished.
from that Resuscitation.
Try harder!
Healing art. First
I
aid.
owe you one. It's all try harder! My turn! Take this! I'm not done! Swallow his tongue!
Reload. I'll heal you all.
Take this!
Enjoy the ground while you're down there.
Take this. Disasters. Healing circle.
Try harder! Here I come! You're
Searing
finished!
flame. Back into the fray. Annihilation.
You're mine!
Searing
You're
flame.
finished!
Reload. Ready to go. Raging cascade. Here's a healing art.
Strike! Ignite!
First aid.
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! Lightning! Danger heal! I'm out of
Double
ammo!
Demon
To the
Fang!
wind! Air thrust! Healing circle!
Thanks.
I let my guard down.
You'll pay for that!
Back into the fray!
You're finished! Double Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade! I'll bring you back from death.
Double Demon Fang!
Anything in armor is all mine! Armor won't save
You require a hand.
You're mine!
Lightning! Into the wind! In here! I'll bring you back from death.
Double Demon Fang!
Photon
Double
blast!
Demon
Hey,
Fang!
where that came from! I'll heal you all!
Take this!
Raging Cascade! Healing Circle!
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
You're finished!
In here! Mega Ray! Back into the fray! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
This one's mine.
Here, let me
Double
help.
Demon Fang!
Appreciate the help.
Feel!
Double Demon Fang!
Blade! Annihilation!
Double Demon
Mega
Fang!
Ray! Wasn't weak!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Bring you back from death's abyss!
Ready and
Bring
ready!
you back from death's abyss!
Double Demon Fang!
Resuscitation! Here's a healing art! First aid!
I'll smash you!
I'll bring you
Piercing roar.
Prepare to be seized!
Their arts were interrupted.
Can't get out of this!
Double Demon Fang!
Searing flame! Reload!
Double Demon Fang! Try harder! Now! Here I come! You're finished! Not today! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
That's one of them taken care of.
Should make things easier at least.
Sealed! More blood
Wait.
pile!
Something's happening!
They fuse together?
Healing circle! The healing! The purity! And became worse by the looks of it.
Is this its true form?
Ready and ready!
Here I
I
come!
can carve through armor! One more!
First aid! Lightning!
Now we're not.
Double Demon Fang!
Reload! I'm out of ammo! Sorry.
Double Demon Fang!
Healing circle! I'll bring you
Here I
back
come.
from death's abyss!
Look
sharp! Take this! Ready to go! I'm all stuck up!
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! I'll heal you all! Alright!
Double Demon Fang!
I'll be saving this one!
Double Demon Fang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Now for something special! Here's a healing art!
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! Gravitas!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Guard down.
I'm all stocked up!
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Shining Supernova! Take care! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Double Demon Fang!
Resuscitation! I'll heal you all!
Train harder.
Healing circle!
Thanks!
I'm going! You lead on
Run!
This one's mine.
I owe you one!
Resuscitation! I've still got some fight.
Double
Searing
Demon Fang!
flame! Reload! I'll bring you back
Double
from
Demon
death's
Fang!
abyss! More resuscitation!
Double Demon Fang!
Take this!
Lightning! Downfall! More
Will this help?
This one's mine.
Try harder! My turn!
More for the top!
I'm not done! Slash!
Radiant blood!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Shattering the
I'll bring you
pieces!
back from
Attack
death's
time!
abyss!
Now you see what I can do!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Double
In a bind?
Sleep now! Resuscitation! More for the stockpile! I'm all stocked up!
Train harder.
Annihilation! Lightning orb!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning! Downfall!
How about
Dance
this?
in the wind! Air thrust!
Double Demon Fang! You're mine!
Hey, Mega Ray! Just what I needed! Annihilation! Lightning!
It's over!
Photon! Raging Cascade!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
It's weakened! Raging
It ends now!
Lightning! Steel!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll be saving this one!
You picked the wrong fight!
Sleep now.
Dragon Form!
Take this! Healing circle!
I'll smash you!
They confiscated!
Swallow Blade! Try this!
Take
this!
Reload! Air thrust! Now
Can't get out of this!
Raging cascade!
Double Demon Fang!
I'm gone. One more.
Double Demon Fang!
Raging cascade!
Me.
This should do it!
More berserker!
Double Demon Fang!
How about this? Far enough.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Double Demon Fang!
Into the wind! Seal! Here's the healing art!
No
I'll be
escape!
saving you!
Going in. Take this.
Lightning orb!
Double Demon Fang!
There! Got
Bring you back from death.
Here I come! You're finished!
I can carve through armor!
Still got some
ready
fight
to
left
go.
in me. Reload!
Double Demon Fang!
Prepare to be seized! Can't get out of this!
Lightning orb!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov. Shield.
Raging cascade!
You picked the wrong fight!
Healing circle! Dance in the wind!
Swallow Blade!
Sleep now.
Dragon Form!
Wonder Blade. I'm out of ammo. Back into the fray.
Swallow Blade!
Magic is there! Cross blade!
Double Demon Fang!
Radiant from here! Raging
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
I'm out of ammo!
Leave the charge
Double
to me.
Demon Fang!
Far enough.
Take this!
Going in.
You're finished!
Graviton field! More with that
Swallow Blade! Thrust!
Raging cascade! Annihilation
Double
field!
Demon Fang!
More for
This one's mine.
You're mine!
If anything in armor is all mine!
In here!
Armor won't save you!
Mega ray!
Double
Raging
This
cascade!
one's all mine!
Field! Mega ray! I'll be saving this time!
Double Demon Fang!
Graviton
We've got him on the run!
Don't get caught! Mega ray!
Right. Still anyone's fight!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Appreciate the
Double
help.
Demon Fang! You're mine!
Going in.
It's over!
Reload! Here's a healing art!
Double Demon Fang!
First aid!
Ready to go.
Swallow Blade!
Lightning
Blade!
orb!
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation!
Take this!
Better! Mega ray!
Glacial fire.
Lightning
Blade!
orb!
Double Demon Fang!
I'll be saving this one! Thanks so much!
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Swallow!
Now you see what I can do!
Seal!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
First aid!
I owe you one for that.
Lightning! Elbow! More onion!
I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
Into the shadows!
Thrust!
I'll be saving this one! Radiant light!
Leave the charge to me.
Double Demon Fang!
Going in.
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Mega
We
ray!
go.
Ready to
It's
go!
over! Now!
It's time!
Light astral
In a
energy!
bind?
Mega
Swallow
ray!
Blade!
More with that annihilation!
Dragon Swarm!
Mega ray! Light astral energy! More with that
Double Demon Fang!
astral energy!
Say no more! We did it! Everyone hanging in there?
Just about. Though if we have to waste our energy on many more like that, I don't fancy our chances against Volron. We gotta try to conserve.
That sound again.
You must be worried we'll have a change of heart. He's certainly pulling out all the stops.
Alphen, I know it's hard, but we have to stay focused on moving forward.
I know.
Are you doing okay, Shion?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
We don't know what else Volron's got up his sleeve. Be careful, all right?
I'll go check and see if the coast is clear.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. Just wondering what that was all about.
Huh?
It's just, you don't think Xion is acting kinda weird around Alphen, do you?
Like standoffish weird? Isn't she always like that?
No, not that. I mean, since we rescued her.
Then I guess. Maybe it's the identical ancestor thing.
Maybe. I guess that could be it.
You sure you're not reading into it? What? What'd I say?
Nothing. Just forget it.
I can never win with you. You know that?
I wonder if we're getting any closer to finding Volron.
I sure hope so.
We'll find him. When we do, there'll be hell to pay.
Hey, Kisara. Have you noticed how Xion...
Seems to be grappling with something all by herself.
Yeah, she's been acting differently around us ever since we rescued her. The same towards Alphen, too. Now that Alphen's regained his memories and his sense of pain, maybe she's become more self-conscious that she still has her thorns. In which case, it makes sense that she'd be feeling out of sorts. But I can't help but think there's something else, too.
You're wondering if there's anything you can do to help her.
Xion said something to me once. Something that helped me move forward. So I'd like to return the favor and do that for her too. The only problem is, even if I did have the chance to talk to her, I don't know what I could say that would help.
Xion's dealing with a lot right now. Maybe more than she can handle. Trying to unravel the threads of her own worries, that's challenge enough itself. Not to mention that trying to wade in blindly would probably end up making things even worse than they already are.
But how do we help her then?
For the time being, I think all we can do is be patient and keep an eye on her. That way, when she's finally ready to let us in, we'll be right there to lend her a shoulder.
I hope you're right.
So if Volron is the Lord of the Water Realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hootle. We'll get through this.
Xion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
This area's the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Voron treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
We've come for you, Voron! Did you really come all this way? Just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life of your body myself. So all this, kidnapping Shield, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you. I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Voron, and free those you've enslaved! Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas. Well, I look forward to disappointing you. Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Enjoy.
Here's a healing
Double
art!
Demon Fang!
Come forth, the healing Lightning! Maelstrom!
How about something
More! Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang!
Healing Beam! More where that came from! Look sharp! Radiant Clear! Raging Cascade! Back into the fray!
Entertain me.
I'm out of ammo!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
More where that
Double Demon Fang!
Look sharp! Appreciate the help.
Take this! Get here!
No! Don't leave me all alone here.
I'm only getting lightning! Down! Here goes! Will this help? Here goes!
Fool.
Going in!
Entertain me.
Double down!
What's wrong?
Here goes! Steering flame! Reload!
Double Demon Fang!
Reload! I'm out of ammo! Lightning Orb!
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Piercing roar!
Lightning!
What's wrong?
Lightning Wait! Cascade!
Armor won't save you!
This one's mine!
Can't get out of this!
One more!
Mega Ray!
It's on! Double Demon Fang!
How about some of this?
Seal! Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang!
Radiant Flood! Tiger Blade! Supernova! More where that came from! Going in! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Back into the
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon!
He just won't stay still. If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Photon Blast! Here's the healing art! Guardian, first aid!
Double Demon Fang!
Thunder Field!
Take this!
Here
No! This!
Did we get him?
He's open! Let's go! One more!
You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade!
Slash!
Healing
Try this!
Guard!
Infernal Torrent!
Maelstrom! See what to handle? Going in! Take the win!
An Astral Bolt!
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation!
Take this!
Radiant Light! Searing Flame!
Armor won't save you!
Reload! Maelstrom!
Take this!
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! Arc Sealed! Raging Flame!
Entertain me. Double Demon Fang!
Piercing Roar! Energy! More Radiant Spear! Time to shine!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning! On guard! Lightning!
I'm
ready!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Is that it?
You're mine!
It's
over! Flame inside me!
We'll keep planning!
Damn it! It's too fast!
This looks bad!
Stand back.
We've got to
I'll
stop
trip
it!
it up.
Into the way! Air thrust! Into the shadow!
Take this!
Going in!
Double Demon Fang!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying, Jinx.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
How about
Double Demon Fang!
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuck
In a
up.
bind?
Mega Ray! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust! Photon
Double
Blade!
Demon Fang!
Tiger Annihilation! Lightning! Stand to the wind! How about this? Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang!
Now you see what I can do!
Double Demon Fang!
First aid! Heal!
Double Demon Fang!
I'm only getting started! Lightning! Downfall!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning Lord! It's all Tiger Blade! Raging Fifteen! Mega How about this?
Double Demon Fang!
Mega Ray! More where that came from! Look sharp!
Take this! Try harder!
Bullseye! Searing
Double
Flame!
Demon Fang!
Lightning Aura! Again with Tiger Blade! Air thrust! Light Astral Energy!
This is over.
Shield and Radiant Fifteen!
Not today! There. Just
Here's
like
the
that.
Bullseye!
It's over!
Hey!
I owe you one!
On guard!
Swallow Blade!
One more! Tiger Blade! Here goes! Dance in the wind!
Double Demon Fang!
Now this is enjoyable.
More for this!
In a bind?
Got you! Lightning! Here goes!
Take this.
More where that came from! Radiant Lightning! Reload! Spread! Dance in the wind! Leave the charge ready to move! Here! I'm out of
Armor
ammo!
won't save you!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet.
More where that came from!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Stay away from my friend! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Prepare to be sealed!
This one's mine!
In a bind?
Take this! The flame inside me! Yours!
This
Be let
New
free!
lease on life!
Double Demon Fang!
Resuscitation!
Fool.
Switch off! Still got some fight left in me. Healing circle! Here goes!
Double
Raging
Demon Fang!
Radiant in here! More for the top!
What's wrong?
Burn in hell!
Here goes! Going in! Healing!
Radiant Rare!
Tiger Blade!
I'll smash you!
Appreciate the help! How about
Another blood drop!
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Dance in Annihilation!
Double Demon
Not on
Fang!
my watch!
Take this!
Shining Supernova! I can't heal you forever! Where that came from?
Enjoy.
Second to the fray! Feel! I'll be saving this Mega Ray! Here goes! Annihilation!
Finished!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Got him!
It's all over. Volron. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's...
How can this be? If Alphen's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength. Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination. We never asked for the rule. No one did. What do I care of your wants? You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alphen!
I'm through taking orders. Siren!
All disasters
Eric!
made one!
Hold
Come forth and
God.
heal us up!
Heal them.
All day!
It's time.
Unleash
Unleash lightning.
This one's mine!
Double Demon Fang.
Let me help!
Double Demon Fang. Try harder.
Eric! In here!
God.
Here, let me
Double
help!
Demon Fang.
First aid!
Lead.
Wait, I'm all stuffed up!
Eric.
Chinese
Double
Supernova!
Demon Fang.
More where that came from!
Lead.
This one, it's
Double
coming!
Demon Fang.
Radiant
Eric.
here! How about this?
God. Double Demon Fang.
Supernova! Radiant Ray! Annihilate!
Double Demon Fang.
Back into the fray!
Eric.
Shield and
Double Demon Fang.
Now you see what I can do! Take
Magic
this!
Exam! Radiant here! Blaze on fire!
Double Demon Fang.
Maybe not in your dreams! Downfall! Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang.
Lead is
Blaze on fire! Mega Ray! I'm all stuffed up!
Double Demon Fang. Unleash lightning.
This one!
Double Demon Fang.
Mega Ray! Annihilation! Mega
Double
Ray!
Demon Fang. Unleash lightning.
On guard!
Double Demon Fang.
Here! I'll
Double
heal you
Demon
all!
Fang. Unleash lightning.
Healing
Take this.
Appreciate the help! Blaze on fire!
Stay away from my friend.
Magic Exam! Here goes!
Any more of this and I'll burn out. Try harder! My turn! Unleash
No
lightning!
more playing nice! Radiant Flash! Thunder Field!
Double Demon Fang!
Air Thrust! Photon!
Double Demon Fang! Unleash lightning!
Dance in the
Here I
wind!
come! It's over!
Annihilation!
I shall
Minor
erase
Ray
him!
is confiscated!
Double Demon
Here's the
Fang!
healing art! First aid! Lightning orb! Mega Ray!
This should do it.
Disasters made one!
Unleash
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Double Demon Fang!
Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang! Lead! Try harder! Now! Impudent!
Take this, Nova! I'll heal
It's
you all!
over.
Where would that came from?
Lead!
Healing Strike!
Try harder!
Thanks so much!
Unleash lightning! Get here!
Here's the healing art!
He's too fast to keep up with!
Then we'll take him together. Rinwell, follow my lead.
Okay. Here goes!
Take this!
There!
Wretched worms!
Alfred!
No!
Everyone together! I'll shoot him down!
Escape!
Going in!
Swallow Blade!
Shield!
It's time!
Lightning
I'm out
orb!
of ammo!
I'm stuffed up!
Swallow Blade!
Photon Ray dance in the wind! Field!
You picked the wrong fight!
That's it! Radiant!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
Double Demon Fang!
Here! Going in! Spread! Now Graviton Field! Mega Ray! Back into the
Double Demon Fang! Unleash lightning! Double Demon Fang!
Ready to go!
First aid!
Aaron!
I'm only getting started!
Double
Lightning orb!
Shield! Now you see what I can do!
First aid in the wind!
Here I go!
It's over!
There! Double Demon Fang!
First aid!
Double Demon Fang! Unleash lightning!
Demon Flame! Reload!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Into the shadows! More where that came from! Mega Ray! Going in!
Double Demon Fang!
Gone! Mega Ray! Lightning orb!
Shall bow before me!
Confiscated! Lightning!
Double Demon Fang!
That's it! Lightning orb! More where that came from! What a weak! Spread!
Unleash lightning!
Lightning meteor!
Here I come!
Excited!
You're
On
finished!
the top field!
Double Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art! Shining Flame!
Ready and ready!
This one!
Double Demon Fang!
In the wind! Trigger flare thrust! Will this help?
Double Demon Fang!
Now you see what I can do! Take this!
Do it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Know your place! You escape! Dragon Flame before your sovereign!
Appreciate the help.
I'll
Denied! This one's mine!
Your life will end here!
He's about to attack! Damn it! We need to stop him!
This one's mine!
No escape! I am proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Lightning meteor!
Try harder! Try harder! You'll pay for that!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this? Double Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this! Anything in armor is all mine!
Lead! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Lead! Double Demon Fang! Foolish Scott! Double Demon Fang!
Shining Supernova!
Lead! Double Demon Fang!
Spread! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Here! Art Field!
Now we're not... Can't get out of this!
I shall erase him!
Confiscated!
Double Demon Fang!
More where that came from!
You Anything in armor is all mine!
Field. More for the stockpile.
Double Demon
Photon
Fang!
blast. More where that came from.
Out of my sight!
Air thrust.
Die!
This is the wind. Sleep now. More for the stock. Pile.
This should do it! Double Demon Fang!
Field. Arch
Out of my
field.
sight! Die!
Take this!
Light astral energy.
Take
More
this!
where
Try harder!
that- Light astral
In a
energy.
bind?
Double Demon Fang!
Photon blast. Raging cascade.
I shall erase
Sleep
them!
now. Not on my watch.
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning
Ready
orb.
and rare!
More where that
Unleash
came from.
lightning!
Now you see what I can do!
Sleep
Double
now.
Demon!
More for the
Double
stockpile.
Demon Fang!
Here goes.
Try harder! My turn!
Light ass dance in the wind. In here.
Show you Double Demon Fang!
This one.
Double Demon
Raging
Fang!
cascade. Dance in the wind. Here goes.
Die! Try harder! I shall be the ruler of all things! Burn!
All
In a bind?
disasters made
Dragon
one.
Swarm!
Come forth and
To
lead
hell!
some purity. Maelstrom.
The enemy wields ours too.
We'll soon see about that.
Double Demon Fang! Try harder! Not a chance!
Go fun! You bleeding! Now you see what I can do!
Dance in the wind.
Double Demon! Double Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind.
Out of
Air thrust. Light
Double
astral
Demon
dance
Fang!
in the wind. Air thrust. Light astral
Double
energy.
Demon Fang! Take Double Demon Fang!
Here goes.
Double Demon!
Now or never.
Lightning orb. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
This should do it! Unleash lightning! Is this it?
Here goes. What was I thinking? Here goes.
I'll bring you back from death's
Dance
abyss.
in the wind.
I shall erase them!
Resuscitation. Not on my watch.
Go time!
Thunder field. Resuscitate.
Lead it by
Going down.
Take this! Tiger Blade!
Raging cascade.
Down! You're...
This one's mine.
I'm the sword through armor! Can't get out of this!
Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Arch field. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Unleash lightning!
Searing flame. Reload. I'm out of ammo.
Kneel before your sovereign!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind.
This one's mine!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
I am proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Annihilation.
Now or never.
Close one.
Don't leave me all alone. Anything in armor is all mine. Armor won't save you.
Tiger Blade.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Run!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! What do you think you can do?
This guy's still standing.
Victory! The throne! Everything rightfully belongs to me! Clouds! Moves over and crushes those who fall at his feet! You are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shionne's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Shionne, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Dahnan elements.
Just what do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
over? No. It's only just begun.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegis hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma, the present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose, but whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Dahnans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Xion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Xion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renis Alma. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegis. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Xion.
Don't!
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand. Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay? Guess I misread the landing.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shionne's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was... different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who I was just
All right, then.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
I did.
Are they not?
No.
Then what's...
Alphen, you have to remember.
Oh, so you have your rations.
I'm hungry. Yeah,
Do you ration?
I don't know.
What's that?
I haven't eaten them. Wait. Bringing them in.
What? What?
Everyone in my group is doing it.
I'm guessing none of us...
I was afraid the people in this capital are slow.
Are you saying someone who got their will back?
Definitely. This is...
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately, it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well,
Hey, pardon me.
what the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. I must think we're just Danons from the town.
whatever's going on, these are Volrun soldiers. Watch yourself.
Dragon Form!
This one's mine.
Here's a healing art! Eat more of that fire! There you go! Don't let up!
Make it rain.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Not yet. I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind! I never miss! Feel Annihilation!
Dragon Swarm!
I'm all powered up! Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Yeah.
Hey. You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How? Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here fast.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renins tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Geneth Haros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But... I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renins here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renins. The Renins were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renins just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renins who are our true enemies.
What the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Dahnans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganath Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dahna.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Dahnans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
I think Hootle senses something. Hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest. Oh?
What? Yes! Just great. What?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Sorry.
Yes.
Just...
White, soft, and fluffy items. Is that description supposed to be figurative or literal?
Let's check anything in the area that looks edible.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little...
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Haros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just... don't be too hard on yourself, okay? You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Well... yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it! Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies? Oh, heck.
Seriously?
Well...
Well...
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
Not in the castle, not in town. Where did he go?
No idea, but let's try searching the city.
It's always seat of the pants with you, isn't it?
No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't unique. Easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.